So let's talk Chinese Trump.
Why do you sound so familiar?
I sound familiar? I don't know. This is the way I speak English. Sweet, it's my absolute pleasure to have you come to Chongqing because Chongqing is an international city. You know, we're gonna have fun here.
This is a man who has never left China, has never studied abroad, yet, as a lot of people will say, has a 99% perfect Trump accent and impersonation. And although your goal may not be to sound like Trump and you just want a general American accent, there are 3 things that we can learn from Chinese Trump so that you can improve your English and your pronunciation. So what are these 3 things? Oh yeah, and I'm going to add a bonus tip, so don't miss it. So the first tip is to create an immersive environment. And this is something that I have talked about in my videos. And it's really important because, as I mentioned, Chinese Trump has not left China. And a lot of English learners think that they need to travel to the United States or travel to another English-speaking country in order to learn English and improve their pronunciation. So as I've mentioned in past videos, this is surrounding yourself with English, more specifically, the English that you'd like to learn. So if you want to learn English with an American accent, watch American shows. Listen to podcasts where people have the American accent. Watch my videos. For Chinese Trump, watching American shows was something that he did over and over again.
He taught himself by watching American TV shows over and over again.
As you just saw here, he probably also made a habit of shadowing and repeating after the actors as they spoke with an American accent. Remember that shadowing is a really, really great way to improve your pronunciation, your accent, and to really develop those habits of speaking with the melody of American English. The next tip is to make mistakes. A lot of English learners are scared to make mistakes. But what did Chinese Trump do?
Ruego says he's been bold since he was a kid, never afraid to speak up or worry about being laughed at for mispronouncing words.
He was not afraid to make mistakes. And I always tell my students this: make mistakes, please. It helps me to know how I can help you. And something that I've always done as a language learner is that if I know different ways of saying something, I know that a certain way is correct and I'm confident about it. And there are other ways that I am unsure about. I'm going to use the ways that I'm unsure. So ways that I am unsure of, especially when I'm with a tutor or a teacher, because I know I will get that feedback and I'll learn from it. You learn from your mistakes and you learn from taking risks. So make mistakes and take risks. And the last tip, before the bonus tip, is to actively approach opportunities to practice your English. And this is what Chinese Trump did.
When he sees foreigners, he actively approaches them asking if they need help, which also helps him practice his English.
And I know it can be scary. Practice and take those risks and take those opportunities to speak English, because that's how you're going to improve. Because practice makes progress. And with practice, you'll get feedback and you'll be able to make adjustments and improve. Now we're going to talk about the bonus tip. The bonus tip is to, like I've mentioned in my free mini course, my free accent reduction framework mini course, write mini course down in the description if you would like to know how to get it. I've mentioned in my mini course that you want to expose yourself to the accent that you want. So if it is the American accent, expose yourself to that accent. If it's the Australian accent, expose yourself to that accent, and so on. But you'll also want to be intentional about who you shadow. So somebody could be an American and speak with an American accent, whether it be the general American accent or something more distinct, like from Texas, right? Or they speak with the drawl. I think that's how they speak in Texas. So you want to be mindful of who you are shadowing. If you're going to shadow somebody like Trump, he has a very unique way of speaking. And personally, for myself, I don't really want to speak like Trump. Okay, so shadow and repeat after Americans that you would like to speak like, if that makes sense. Or you will start to speak with the characteristics or the unique pronunciation traits that they have. So keep that in mind. If you are scared to practice your English because it's intimidating, feel free to watch this video here. This will help you with your mindset and to have the courage to just do it. So watch this video right here. Take care and bye-bye.
Where do you think you're going, little guy? What is your name? This guy says, what if I disturb you? What you gonna do about it?